So there's this new deck builder auto battler roguelike that is currently in beta, and we gotta talk about it. This game is called, I thought the title was gonna come out. This game is called The Bazaar, and basically, as I mentioned earlier, this is, oh there you go, The Bazaar. It's a deck builder and roguelike put together, and honestly, I wanted to talk about it because I've never seen anything like this. From the trailers and the pictures, I was a little confused on what was happening. Because as you can see, I'm in the middle of a run right now. But you get these different items, or I'll call items, but the items have different traits. Like this one's a large property aquatic, you can see at the top. And they do different things. So the way it works, like an auto battler, you set up your board, and some of them trigger based on different things. For example, this one says for each adjacent ray or friend, then it does another multicast. So some have effects that trigger with each other. This is another friend, so this one would apply to that one. This one, when this gains haste, it adds poison for the fight. This one,
Sails down, anchors up. Just waiting for your command.
so they all have different interactions, and you have to be strategic about where you place them, because on top of items, you also have these skills, and these skills, you're not limited to 6, but just for visual sake, they kind of limit it based on how many you have. But you go through the game, you go through interactions, and then you have this time wheel, and basically your health is here. But you go through interactions, and then right now, I can either buy weapons, but I have 36 money, so I might as well buy some weapons. You can upgrade, and
I can help you finish a fight.
right, similar to an auto battler, a deck builder, wherever you want to look at different things that synergize with each other.
You'll be back with bruises.
I want to go through some of the combat. Here's some more stuff. So there's a fire. So I'm trying to make a fire build, which is these two. There's burn, there's regular damage, there's shielding, there's health.
Another empty chest.
And then there's also XP, so as you go through every interaction, you gain 1 XP. It takes 8 to level up, but then some interactions and some battles give you more XP than others. And so these give you special things. Usually it's a skill, but sometimes it'll give you an additional item or something.
You seem lighter. I think you had a breakthrough.
So you fight non-people enemies, because I was gonna wait to get to it, but basically you fight NPC enemies right here, like these guys, and as I mentioned, it'll give you 4 gold, 3 XP, and I actually don't know what that last one is, but based on the ones further to the right are more difficult, and so I don't think I'm strong enough to do this, but we can see.
Look into my eyes.
And so you get into the fight. They have their own specially made boards, and so the timer starts, and each one of your items has a certain amount of time that it takes for it to trigger. So this, when it hits the 4, it'll trigger, go back to 0, and you just let it run. So I'm applying burn, they're freezing me, they're applying poison, I'm healing, I'm shielding. It's a little hectic at first, but as you learn what the items do and what goes where and this and that, who has what, you start to understand what is happening. And then after fights, not always, so sometimes you get an item and you get more interactions. And you can upgrade your items, but it's all random, it's all RNG.
Gold is loud and gaudy.
And I haven't had too much luck actually creating builds. I think I just suck at this game, but it's been fun either way.
Grand Cinema Awards.
But then after you do all your interactions, the thing that I found interesting, and I think I like it, but at the same time, it's a little weird because I wouldn't say it's pay to win because since there's still a lot of RNG and you can create a really strong build. I've made really strong builds. I've made it pretty far because over here it'll track your victories against actual player people. The fight that we just won, that was an NPC, so it doesn't count. This guy, this is another player. He's level 6 right now, so he's higher than I am. He has more health than I do. He's currently at 2 wins. I'm at 1. And so it'll pair you against these people. And this is where it matters. So when you reach 10 wins, then you actually beat the game. Highest I've made it to is 9. But if you lose, the day that you're on, which is at number 5, that's how much damage you take. And so the reason I say I don't really like it is because some characters I just feel have slightly better items. Again, it's a lot based on RNG and how you synergize and set up your board and stuff, but I mean, this guy just destroyed me in 10 seconds. But the thing is, this guy you have to buy, you have to pay for the battle pass, you can't get him for free. And then there's another character that's also really strong. I just kind of feel like she's not as strong as the other characters, and since I can only play her, since I don't really want to pay for anything, it makes it a little difficult. But the premise still really cool because I've never played anything like this. It's completely new, but it feels just like TFT, and I want to say Slay the Spire. It doesn't have to be Slay the Spire because, you know, most hard deck buildings have a similar thing. Slay the Spire was one of my first ones though, and kind of what I attribute it to.
I pay well for mid-sized things. Reasonable sized things.
But honestly, I just think this is a super unique take on these two genres and blending it together. And especially for being something that's in beta, it runs really well already, which I like. Sometimes these games are broken. Well, not these games, but sometimes games in beta, which makes sense, that's what they're for. Sometimes they feel broken and it's hard to play them. But I think this one does really well. The UI is still a little buggy, but I do think there's a ton of potential for this game, especially because it's going to be free. The pay to win is a little weird. I don't like it all that much because I would like to have access to the other characters, but since it is free, I see the reasoning, because how else are you going to make money? There are cosmetics, but I don't know. I mean, I guess people do pay cosmetics in free games, but I do feel that there should be a way, even if it was way slower, maybe playing the because, okay, sorry, what I was gonna say is there are 2 different versions of oh, so you can play either ranked or you can play free play. Thing about free play, or the thing about ranked, is you need these little tickets to actually play ranked. And both in free play and ranked, you play against people, it plays like out the exact same way. But the only way to get chests, which I assume probably unlock cosmetics or something, those you need the tickets to play. But it would be cool that even on free play you get maybe, I don't know, 5 crystals per run or something, because I think you need 500 to unlock the character. So if you wanted the character faster, you can buy the battle pass, unlock some other things. But if you didn't, then there should be a way. There should be a way to get them free. But just overall, it does feel a little limited, but I'm not mad about it because it is in beta. I feel like they can still expand a lot. They can add things, they can change certain mechanics, and again, the way you unlock characters and stuff. But overall, this has been a really fun game, and I've been enjoying it. I played it for about 7 hours the other day,
You should know. I'm a
and
bit
I
of
mean, I
legend
haven't won a
from
single
the
run
valley.
because I'm really bad at putting these together, but the amount of build that you can make, for example, like I said, burn, there's also poison builds, there's haste builds, charge builds, there's aquatic. All of these traits can be put together, and there's just so many combinations. So if you're somebody who enjoys playing TFT,
Fall like a boulder. I flow
or
with
if you enjoy playing deck builders, or both, then this game would be great for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and give the Bazaar 17 seashells. I think it's pretty good. Go ahead and check it out. It is in the beta still, but it should be coming out pretty soon. So if this is your type of genre, go ahead and give it a try. I definitely recommend it, especially since it's free. The fact that it's free, not bad.